Have you ever thought of someone and then they called you or opened a book to the exact sentence you needed to read, or had a series of events line up so perfectly it felt like more than luck? Carl Jung had a name for this: synchronicity. He believed that life doesn't run only on logic, it also moves through meaning, and when something deeply meaningful happens that also defies chance, you are witnessing synchronicity, a meaningful coincidence, an alignment between your inner world and the outer world, a message that the universe is listening. Jung said, "Synchronicity is the coming together of inner and outer events in a way that cannot be explained by cause and effect, but is meaningful to the observer." It's not superstition, it's not magic. It's a moment when your psyche and the world mirror each other. You feel seen, guided, connected to something greater. But the rational mind doesn't like this. It wants explanations, logic, proof, and yet some things can't be explained. They can only be experienced. You're walking through a hard time, and someone you haven't spoken to in years sends a message of encouragement. Without knowing anything, you're contemplating a major decision, and everywhere you look, the same symbol appears, the same phrase, the same animal, the same number. Coincidence or synchronicity? Jung believed the world is not a machine. It's a mystery, alive, conscious, and that mystery responds to meaning. When you are open, when your inner life is aligned, synchronicity increases, not because the world changes, but because you start to notice what was already there. You tune in, you listen, you let go of control, and enter the dance. This is not about fantasy, it's about resonance. Your thoughts, emotions, and intentions vibrate outward, and the world, if you're paying attention, responds. It responds through dreams, through strangers, through timing, through intuition. Have you ever felt a pull to go somewhere for no reason? And when you did, something significant happened. That synchronicity. You don't plan it, you align with it. But here's the thing, you can't force synchronicity. You can only prepare for it. Jung believed synchronicity shows up most when you are in crisis, you are in transition, you are searching deeply for meaning. Why? Because in those moments the ego is soft. You're not in control. You're open, you're listening, and the unconscious takes the lead. It begins to communicate through symbols, through chants, through resonance. Synchronicity is the language of the soul. It's the moment you stop seeing the world as dead and start seeing it as sacred. But not all synchronicities are pleasant. Sometimes they challenge you, confront you, wake you up. You meet someone new, and it feels like you've known them forever, but the relationship shakes you. It shows you your shadow, your fears, your past. Still, the timing felt fated. That's synchronicity too. It doesn't always mean comfort, it means alignment. And alignment often demands growth. Synchronicity also shows up in symbols. You keep seeing butterflies. Maybe you're in a phase of transformation. You keep seeing closed doors. Maybe it's time to release the old path. You keep hearing the same message from books, songs, people. Pay attention. The message is not outside. It's coming from within, reflected outward. The outer world becomes your mirror, and the more you align with your truth, the more frequent these mirrors appear. You realize that life is not random. It's deeply intelligent, and when you trust it, magic happens. But not magic in the fantasy sense, magic in the Jungian sense, the union of psyche and world. You feel connected, not just to life, but to yourself. And that connection heals. It heals the fear of isolation, the illusion of separation, the belief that you're alone, because when synchronicity happens, You realize something is with you, inside you, and all around you. It's not about believing blindly. It's about listening closely. Ask yourself, what am I being shown right now? What does this timing reflect about my inner world? What story am I living that the world is mirroring back to me? Jung encouraged people to track their synchronicities, write them down, reflect on them. Don't just dismiss them, because meaning grows in reflection, and synchronicity is strengthened by attention. The more you honor the subtle, the more the subtle speaks. You begin to trust your intuition. You begin to walk by feeling, not by force. You begin to live in flow, and that flow brings you what effort could not. Clarity, connection, confirmation. So if you've been seeing signs, repeating numbers, strange timing, chance encounters, don't rush to explain it away, feel into it. What if this moment is not random? What if you are exactly where you need to be? What if life is speaking and your soul already understands? That's synchronicity. It doesn't answer every question, but it awakens the part of you that no longer needs all the answers. It brings peace, not because it explains, but because it aligns. Carl Jung believed synchronicity was not rare, only rarely noticed. Now that you've noticed, what will you do with it?